Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your Gamer Red, and today we're in Minecraft, but a very special version of Minecraft, as you can probably tell. This is the Westeroscraft edition of Minecraft. Now, this is a Game of Thrones server. It basically is the world of Game of Thrones. These guys are super talented and have created the world of Game of Thrones. As you can tell, we're currently at Castle Black, and that is the wall. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. That's the wall over there. And today I thought, because I did a video on the first episode of Season 6 yesterday, and I put that up yesterday, I thought that I would do my predictions for Season 6, because I kind of got into predictions in that episode, in that video, and then I kind of just was like, I'll save my predictions for another video. So I thought I might as well make it. So here we are, and I thought, why not? I was gonna play this yesterday, but I couldn't get it to work. I've managed to, after many trial and error, to get it to work. This is a creative server. You can fly around in creative mode, admire everything, or you can just walk around. It's really detailed. It's really good. The spawn has like loads of notable warps in all the different cities and different houses. So it's not finished. It's not a finished thing yet either. I don't believe they've done High Garden and some other places like that. I think they're still working on them. But this seriously, if you haven't checked this out and you're a Game of Thrones fan, you should seriously check it out, because it is just pure brilliance. I mean, it's still trying to pop in here. Hang on a minute. Let me just check my options. Let's just check video settings. Yeah, I put the graphics on fast because honestly, it takes, if you're on fancy, it takes so long to load everything in. Like the chunks, it takes so long. Anyway, enough about this. I'm going to talk about my predictions for Season 6. Okay. So after seeing episode 1, I kind of got a clearer thinking about what I wanted to do. So let's go up to the top of the wall here. Let's warp up to the top of the wall, and it's still loading. As you can see, we're very high up. I don't think this is meant to look like this. Let's go back down. And we'll go to the spawn. Yeah. So after seeing episode 1, my thoughts are a lot clearer on what's going to happen. After Brienne met Sansa and Theon and stuff like that. I've also seen the preview for episode 2, which kind of gives me an even more clearer idea of what's going to go on this season. Okay, so the big battle of this season is obviously going to be between the North, like Mormont, Starks, stuff like that, versus the Boltons. I think that is going to be the main battle. We've seen it in the trailers. The battle for Winterfell is what I called it in the other video. Let's walk to spawn. I'll show you some other cool places. So, whoops. I don't think I did that right. 1 minute. It's because I'm trying to talk and predict and stuff. So yeah, we saw that in the trailers. Minecraft has run out of their memory. Oops. It's because it's so big. I've completely thrown myself off track now. Yeah, this is a spawn. It's a bit laggy. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. And in the episode 2 trailer, Ramsay says to his dad, they're probably going to Castle Black to see Jon. Let's kill him. Let's storm Castle Black. I don't think that's going to happen though. I think that would upset the North more, and Roose Bolton doesn't really want to upset the North more because he's in a very, very difficult position to begin with. We're talking about Winterfell. Let's go to Winterfell. While we're talking about Winterfell, he's in a very difficult position with not having Sansa, and he needs Sansa to have the North on his side. Because then they can produce the heir that's half Stark, and then it'll all be cushy. This is Winterfell. Look how beautiful this is. There's a Godswood over there. It's so beautiful. Let's just walk around a bit. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the main battle. I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have a big battle between the armies of the north. I think Melisandre is going to... at the moment, we can tell she's struggling with her faith. We can tell that she's wavering a bit. I think that Davos is going to convince her to bring Jon back. I think that she's going to have her initial doubts that she can do it. Obviously, because she's that whole thing with Stannis and everything. I'm going to have to fly about a bit. That whole thing with Stannis and everything. The great victory in the flames was all a lie, she says in the trailer. She saw Jon fighting at Winterfell in the flames, which could possibly mean that he is coming back, and that he will be part of the battle for Winterfell. That's another prediction. I think we're going to see Sam in a difficult position. I think the news that Jon is dead is going to reach Sam. I think he's going to reach Old Town, and then the news that Jon is dead is going to reach Sam. And Sam's going to have to be put in a kind of difficult position. Is he going to carry on with Gilly and baby Sam, or is he going to go back to Castle Black? And I don't know what he'd do in that situation, because he's kind of in a... At the moment, when we left him in Season 5, he was in a good place. He'd left the wall. He'd been granted to go become a maester by Jon. This popping's really bad. It's because it's so huge. He'd been granted to become a maester. I think he's going to be given a difficult choice. As far as what's happening on the other side of the wall, with Bran's obviously going to be more powerful than we saw him last. Let's go to the Godswood. See if that's all loaded. Nope, it hasn't. I think Bran is gonna be a lot more powerful, and we did see him in the glimpse for episode 2. It looked like he was in a flashback sort of thing, and I do believe we're going to have that flashback, and I do believe that he is going to find out who Jon's mother is, which would technically make, instead of him being Jon's brother, he would be Jon's cousin, because of the whole R plus L equals J theory. I'm sure you're all aware of it. I think he's gonna get that knowledge. Once he gets that knowledge, I don't think he's going to be able to find Jon until maybe even Season 7. Because I'm convinced. This is all speculation, theories, nut jobs, conspiracies. This is all just me venting out what I think is going to happen. I don't think he's going to be able to come... I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to come back from the other side of the wall with the knowledge of what's happening with the White Walkers. And I think he's going to team up with Jon, tell him what's actually happening, because Jon's had first-hand experience with these White Walkers. But by the end of Season 6, I think the White Walkers will have reached the wall. I think they'll be there at the wall. And with Jon not being there, because obviously he'll be at the Battle of Winterfell, and with the Night's Watch at a very low point at the moment with Alistair Thorne leading them, who believes that there's nothing wrong on the other... Well, he doesn't believe that there's nothing wrong with the other side of the wall, but he feels like he's just there to protect the wall. He doesn't need to help the wildlings in any way, shape or form or whatsoever. I think that's going to be a big thing at the end. I think the White Walkers, the Night's King, is going to reach the wall. And then maybe even breach it. I've heard a lot of people say that maybe they're just going to knock it down altogether, which is possible because they're strong. They're strong creatures. So yeah, look at this. These are all just like, because obviously the server's not finished. This is all just to help them build the houses around and stuff. See, look, approved, done, notes, stuff like that. So it is a work in progress, this server, but it is beautiful. It is so good. Like, they've done all the main keeps and stuff. Let's go back to Spawn. Let's have another look at something else. Maybe we'll go to Iron Throne. Spawn. I can't spell Spawn today. I don't know what's going on with my fingers. Where was I? And of course it's run out of memory. Multiplayer. And it crashed! Hooray! 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 But while we're relaunching it, Well, this is a custom launcher, by the way. You have to have the Westeros Craft launcher to launch Minecraft. Well, while we're getting into the game, where was I? I am completely thrown off track. I can't even remember. Let's go to the south. While we're talking about, because I've talked about what's happening in the north a lot, and it is all going to kick off in the north. I was talking about the Night's King. Let's go down to the south. Let's see what's happening down in the south. So we've got the Faith Militant. We've had Cersei's atonement. We've got Marjorie and Loras Tyrell in a cell. And I think House Tyrell we kind of take for granted. We kind of take them as a wishy-washy house, but they do know how to get stuff done. Don't be fooled by that flower. I think that I can't remember his name, but he's the father of Marjorie and Loras. Can't remember his name. We saw him in a trailer about to storm where the Faith Militant are at the moment to get back Marjorie. But in this episode, in the first episode, we saw her kind of waver a bit. The High Sparrow, that's his name? Yeah, that's his name. There's so many characters to remember. The High Sparrow says that you've taken your first steps, but you've got miles to walk. I think he says. So maybe she converts. Maybe she converts, but we haven't seen any Tommen yet. We did see him a bit in the trailers. We did see Tommen in the trailers. What he's going to be doing this season, I don't know. But if you remember, at the beginning of season 5, very first scene, we see a young Cersei. And she's talking to a witch, and she says that she's going to have 3 children that are going to be inbred, which she's had, and all 3 of them are going to die. Obviously, we've lost Joffrey in season 4. We lost Marcella at the end of season 5, which means season 6, maybe there's a pattern. We're going to lose Tommen, and then that's an issue, because if we lose Tommen, Marjorie would become queen, and if Marjorie gets where should we go? Let's go to the Iron Throne. I said we go to the Iron Throne. While we're talking about the Iron Throne, Marjorie would then become queen, because obviously they don't have an heir. Marjorie hasn't had a child, so Marjorie would become queen of Westeros. And if she gets her mind warped by the Faith Militant, look at this. I am the ruler of Westeros. I am the ruler of Westeros. I'm not. If Marjorie gets her mind warped by the Faith Militant and stuff, then she's going to become. I think she's going to become like a really faith leader. Maybe become mad like the Mad King, and then that's a whole different thing. So yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting thought actually. I never really thought about what would happen if Tommen died. I don't think many people have, but I do think we're going to lose Tommen. I do think this is the season where Tommen dies, with Renly dead and with Stannis confirmed dead. The heir to the throne would next be Marjorie. She's married to Tommen. She'd be the queen, which means if Tommen dies, Cersei has like no power whatsoever then, because she's a queen mother. And if the Queen Mother's son dies, and she just becomes Cersei Lannister. I suppose she still has Lannisport and Castle Rock, but then they would go to Jaime because of Tyrion's betrayal. They don't know where he is. So yes, that puts Cersei in a bad position as well. Cersei's kind of angry at the moment with the whole Sand Snakes and everything. I don't think we've seen the last of the Sand Snakes. I think that there is going to be a war in the south between Dorne and the Lannisters, House Martell and House Lannister. This is a red keep, by the way. It's still not finished, but it is beautiful. As you can tell, there's watermelons everywhere. What does he say? Yeah. So there's going to be another war in the south. We did see a glimpse of House Tully, which is interesting because I think that's going to go back to the war in the north. I do believe that Sansa's going to go to House Tully. They've been under siege for a while from the Lannister army. I think it's just under a year they've been under siege, because obviously they were helping out Robb Stark, and then the whole Red Wedding occurred. So they're going to go to House Tully for help as well, which is kind of... Where's Tully? Where's the Riverlands? That's kind of not too... I think it's just north of the Twins, which is kind of the Midlands in Westeros. and we did see a glimpse of Walder Frey. Now, people are saying that this glimpse of Walder Frey is going to be part of Bran's flashback sequence. I believe that Walder Frey is going to die in this season. I looked at the Red Wedding scene, I looked at the scene they showed of Walder Frey. It doesn't match up, but it might not have to match up. Look, you can also go... I'm just going to talk about this for a quick second. Well, you can go into all these houses, and they're all detailed. Each house has a different interior. It's amazing what these people are doing. You should totally go and donate to them. They're amazing people, amazingly talented people. Where was it? Oh yeah. Yeah. So I think we're going to lose Walder Frey. I think Walder Frey is finally going to get what's coming to him after the Red Wedding, and I think we're gonna lose Walder Frey in the most horrific, painful way ever, which I'm kind of happy about. Because he deserves it. Let's put it that way. He deserves it after the Red Wedding. I suppose Robb Stark did. He had reasons to do it, but killing the way. No, it was just awful. I can't. So there we go. I think that what's going to happen is while they're down to House Tully, once they get the help of House Tully, Sansa's going to go down to Walder Frey, be like, yo, what on earth do you think you were playing at the Red Wedding? You killed House Tully, you killed us all, and now it's revenge. And that's going to be Walder Frey out the way. As far as deaths go, other deaths I'm not really sure at the moment. I'm not sure who will lose. Arya, I think, is going to be training to become no one. If you watch her, she's training to become no one. I don't think she'll fully train. I don't think because she's struggling already. I don't think she'll fully I think she'll always be Arya Stark deep down inside. I think by the end of this season, she'll realise that, and I think she'll leave the Faceless Men and come back to Westeros. After that, I don't know what else she'd do. Maybe she'd hear about the Starks retaking Winterfell and go meet up with her sister, because last time they met, it was King's Landing in Season 1. That's the last time they've been together. So yeah. But anyway, that's my predictions. Please comment, let me know if you think any different. If you think I've left anything out. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to hit like, that'd be super cool. You'd be super cool. You'd be coolest kid in town. If you want to hit dislike, that's also cool, but you won't be as cool. Any feedback's really anything really, so I don't mind. You can also click subscribe if you like what you see. Go and check out some of my other videos, some of my other gameplay videos. I think while Game of Thrones Season 6 out, I think I'm just gonna, now I've done my prediction video, I think I'm just gonna stick to each episode and a roundup and my thoughts and opinions on that and what I think is gonna happen next. But anyway, thank you for watching. I have been your Gamer Red. Bye bye.